Today is the fourth Sunday of Easter, and our gospel for today is from John chapter 10, verses 1 to 10. It speaks of the beautiful imagery of the Good Shepherd. Jesus is the shepherd, we are the sheep. The shepherd knows the sheep, and the sheep knows the shepherd. The shepherd never leaves the sheep untended. Hindi niya iniiwan ang kanyang kawan. Hindi niya iniiwan ang kanyang pastol. Alam niyo po, nung kami mga seminarista pa lamang, meron po kaming program na tinatawag naming CPE, Clinical Pastoral Experience. It is an exposure that teaches us how to minister in a hospital setting. So every day, we would gather every morning, the first thing in the morning, to report about what happened the previous day. What is good about this program is that as we minister to the sick people, we also minister to ourselves. Kasi yung aming paglilingkod sa kanila, it will reveal about how we look at the pastoral ministry. I remember one time when it was my turn to report, I narrated to them an experience of a mother who lost her son. And then tinanong ko ng nanay, sabi niya, "Brother, bakit hinayaan ng Diyos na mawala yung aking anak?" And me, being a student of theology, gave to her a beautiful synthesis of the Christian meaning of death. I gave her the Christian understanding of death. I spoke about death as an entrance to eternal life. I spoke about life not being ended, but only being transformed in the moment of death. And then when I reported this, ang sabi ng aming facilitator, a woman, a mother, sabi niya, "Joel, ang ganda ng sinabi mo." And then, pointing to her heart, she added, "But I'm afraid it just doesn't speak to me as a mother. It just doesn't speak to me as a mother." Alam nyo, doon ko na-realize when people are alone, when people are confused, when people are sad, what they need is not always eloquence. What they need is presence. When people are questioning, kapag nagtatanong ang mga tao, ang kailangan nila hindi information. Ang kailangan nila consolation. And the word consolation is very good kasi yung salitang consolation, it comes from two Latin words. Con, it means with. And solus means alone. So consolation means to be with people who are alone. And most of the times, that is what people need. They don't always need eloquence. What they need is presence. Eloquence speaks to the mind, but presence speaks to the heart. Information fills the mind, but consolation is felt by the heart. Ganyan ang ginawa ng Diyos sa atin eh. Ganyan yan ang ginawa ni Jesus. That is why in our gospel for today, He presented Himself as the Good Shepherd who never leaves His flock untended. Hindi niya iniiwan yung kanyang kawan. Hindi niya pinababayaang nag-iisa yung kanyang kawan. Mga kapatid, let us learn from the way Jesus ministers to us. And let that be the way we also minister to one another. Like the Good Shepherd, let us give each one the presence that we need. As I said a while ago, what people need is not always eloquence. What people need is presence. Ngayon, kinakaharap tayo ng crisis. Meron tayong kinakaharap na COVID-19. At lahat tayo natatakot. We feel alone. We feel isolated. Ngayong naka-quarantine tayo. But what can we learn from our gospel for today? We have a God who will accompany us and will never leave us. He is the Good Shepherd who will never leave us untended. Alam niyo mga kapatid, sometimes being secure is not always a matter of what is before you. Being secure is a matter of who it is beside you and who it is with you. ngayong panahon ng crisis na dinadaanan natin, let the gospel console us. We have Jesus, our good shepherd, who will never leave us untended. God bless you.